speak respectfully to your spouse. That is very important, to speak respectfully to one another. You know, we don't get married and earn the privilege to let our hair down and say what we want, how we want to say it, in anger, frustrated, cynical, and sarcastic. We don't earn that right. It's not even really a fruit of the Spirit. The reality is that we need to so care for that person. This goes back to making sure that you do take care of that body. Because, you know, the Bible says that his body's yours too, lady. And it belongs to you. But that means, are you edifying it? Are you helping him grow?
My body belongs to you.
That's what I said.
No, his body belongs to you. There.
You knew what I meant.
This is a lot of body here. You
Okay. I obviously have not been taking care of it because I've been eating chicken parmesan and donuts.
Wasn't that good last night, that chicken parmesan, guys? That was phenomenal.
Oh, brother. So let's tell that story. What happened yesterday? Yes, you do. You know.
Talk about
you have
speaking
amnesia.
respectfully to your spouse.
So this is it. This is the story. Remember?
Yeah.
How many of your wives, you are married to people that just casually forget? It's convenient. They just forget. They have these moments of you just
They
forget.
can't remember. Listen.
No.
So yesterday, Mary's talking about speaking respectfully to each other, and this is a valid point.
Yes.
It's a big point.
It's important.
Because the weight, your words carry weight. Everybody understands your words carry weight. And the very same words that you speak at the altar when you say, I do, the same weight that it carries there carries throughout the entire relationship, the whole marriage. So what she's saying is, you got to speak respectfully. And then when you do speak, you got to speak with a resolve in mind, right? So Mary and I over the years, because we like to speak and we're communicators, we've been known to say things, talk and speak a little loud sometimes, and we have our little discussions that we have, but we always want to make sure that we're being respectful along the way. So yesterday, like the day before, she was saying, we need to change the drapes and the shade in our bedroom. And I know what that means when she says we. That's not we at all. You know what I mean, guys? It's not we at all. So I said, go on it. Go ahead. Go do it. So I've been watching the same programs on the decorating channel that she has, and there's a lot of women that are out there doing things like that. So you know what? If a man can cook, a woman can decorate the house and do all the stuff that let her deal with trying to get the little peg in the wall when it's concrete. And let her figure that out because it has to be right there. So she says she wants to put up the stuff in the house. So do me a favor, turn her mic off. So then, I decided to go out and take care of some stuff. And I was hoping that she would just forget about the thing. And when I came home, I hear this boom, knocking on the wall like a hammer. And I'm like, oh my God, she's doing it. And I should have stayed out longer. I can't believe it. Hopefully she'll done. So Lauren is my witness. I walked in the room and all I said was, oh, look. And what I was going to say to her was, I was going to say, I have an instrument or a tool that I bought that will help you do that. But I never got to that part. I got stopped and interrupted by, I said, oh, look. And that's as far as it went.
Now let me tell you the real story. I had been up and down on that ladder and I was mad. I had dropped the drill. I dropped your drill twice, by the way, just so you know. And I dropped the hammer on my foot and I was tired and I was sweating and I couldn't get it in. It was really making it difficult and I put like 3 different holes in the wall, so I was frustrated. And I knew. You think I don't know 28 years. I knew where he was. I knew he was. I knew he knew. I got it. And so all of a sudden he walks in and I'm thinking, well, I'm almost done, but I'm having some trouble, but I'm almost done, and he's going to walk in and go, you did it, good job. No. He walks in and goes, no. Lauren,
kids. Love your arguments.
You were there. And Lauren just gets up and she just walks right. But we fixed it.
I went outside and
Pouted.
I did.
You did.
I did. I'm like, I'm going to take full advantage of this one right here.
Yeah, I knew.
I'm going to
You
act
don't
like
know.
I'm really upset and go sit on the patio, and hopefully she'll be done. By the time I get over this, man, she's beating the wall. Pow, 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 pow. I knew this is not getting any better. Then all of a sudden she comes out. We had a discussion. And the point there is you had to come to a resolve. So I wish I could show you the pictures.
Oh boy, did we come to a resolve because all three of those windows got curtains put on them. And I went in the kitchen and I made chicken parmesan. Let me just tell you something, ladies. If he does something for you, you do something for him. That's how it works.
That's a very good thought.
And it was good.
And it was really good chicken parmesan and spaghetti and meatballs on top of the chicken parmesan.
Because you put up 3 curtains and not just 2.
It's honor.
We throw the meatballs in.
Yeah, that is very good.
But you know what, Steve, in wrapping this part up, you do have to speak kindly and respectfully to each other. You have to learn to do that. It's so important to make sure that you just don't let your hair down and just say whatever you want to say. Because you've got little eyes and little ears watching if you've got children. And they need to see you work it out. And if you do go sideways and you do act like a fool in front of each other, then fix it. If you have those moments where you say things you wish you hadn't said, show your children how to apologize and say, come here, look, what we just did was wrong. We shouldn't have done that. And look, we're going to fix it because we're not against each other. We're on each other's side. Because if our children don't see conflict resolution modeled, and you get over it, but you're mad for 2 days, they're going to copy what they see. And so for the health of your relationship and the health of your children, be resolvers of conflict.
That's very good. And if you do have a tendency to say things that are cruel, because maybe you have that chip because of what you experienced in the past, your past relationships, maybe you brought in some excess baggage from that past relationship, and all of a sudden you're having an argument, and that helps you unpack that baggage right then, and you say things that are cruel. You have to stop. You got to get to a place where you demonstrate a certain discipline about the words that you say, because the words that you say can create hurt, and you can get yourself in a place where you can say things that you can never take back. And when it comes out, realize the hurt that it would bring to your spouse. So if you have a chip, maybe chip on your shoulder from things of the past, that when an adult conversation that is meant to just simply address an issue, not playground conversation, an adult conversation where the spouse says, honey, we need to discuss this. If they can't do that for fear that they're going to be ridiculed and put down and beat up verbally, then go get some help. Go find a counselor. Talk to somebody to help deal with some of that anger that maybe you have on the inside of you. That will then help you keep a healthy environment. Just from a man's point, you don't want your wife to be your servant and your slave. You want her to be happy. You want her to walk in her dreams.